Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now we'll start the problems. Okay. So we have this problem where we have the limit of f of x exists as it goes to 2, and the limit of g of x also exists as x goes to 2 and is equal to 3. So now this problem is similar to just a problem using the properties of the limits. First, you need to check this limit exists. Yes, this limit exists. As x goes to 2, it's equal to 2. And this limit exists, so I can add them. I can take the square root of them. Also, in the denominator, this limit exists. Also, check it from left and right, you're getting 0. So this limit exists, square exists. So everything exists. It means I can distribute the limit. So it means this limit will be equal limit is goes to 2. Limit of the numerator over limit of the denominator. I'm doing it in steps. Okay. Now for the limit of the numerator, I can take it inside. So it will be square root limit x goes to 2 of all of this, since everything is defined, we have no problems. Over, this is limit x goes to 2, absolute value x minus 2, minus limit x goes to 2, g of x square. Now, in this one, I can distribute the limit, so it will be square root limit of x as goes to 2, which is 2, limit f of x, which is 7, so 2 plus 7, over this one I know it's 0. Limit of g of x, I can take the limit inside, since the square is continuous function, so that will be 3 square. So the answer is square root of 9, which is 3, over minus 9, which is minus 1 over 3, which is this one. Also, just using properties of limits, we can distribute the limit. In these, in such kind of problems, we need to notice one thing. It's giving us something, saying the limit exists, it's equal to a value, it means it exists. Find the limit of another things, where I have f of x. So it means you need to find the limit of f of x as this goes to a, as this goes to 1 in this case. We notice also, the limit as this goes to 1 of the denominator is equal to 0. Okay, if that limit is 0, and the limit of the denominator is equal to 0, and the whole limit exists, actually we have for the numerator, either the limit is 0 or non-zero. There is no other possibility. Or it's not equal to 0. We notice if the limit of the numerator not equal to 0, so I have non-zero over 0, and we remember, if I have non-zero over 0, then either we have infinity or minus infinity or does not exist. So the limit cannot be equal to a value. It means this possibility is impossible. That means the only possibility we have, the limit, the numerator is equal to 0. I hope it's clear. So that means, provided the limit exists, limit goes to 1, the f of x is equal to 4. So I know the limit of the numerator. Also, I know the limit of the denominator, which is substitution, so you can distribute the limit. So limit x goes to 1, f of x over x plus 1. I can distribute the limit. I get 4 over 2, which is 2. So this is my answer. The same thing, the same idea exactly here. we notice the limit, the denominator is equal to 0. So for sure, the limit of the numerator should equal to 0. I know this limit exists, and the limit of x as this goes to 2 exists, so I can distribute the limit. So that means limit x goes to 2 of x times the limit f of x as this goes to 2, this minus limit of 6 as it goes to 2, which is minus 6, is equal to 0, or you can do it in steps. We say minus limit x goes to 2 with the value 6 is equal to 0. This is 2, so I have 2 limit f of x as goes to 2 is equal to 6. Take it to the other side, it's equal to 6. So it means limit f of x as this goes to 2 will be equal to 3. And that's my answer. Here we have a different things where we notice this is x plus 3 and this is x. This is given. So it means I need to rewrite this in terms of this one. So the idea, I will let t equal x plus 3. So I have f of t, since I know this. You notice if x goes to 5 or f of x equal to 2, this is similar to limit t goes to 5 for any variable. It's the same. F of y, where y goes to 5, it will be the 2, anything, because these are dummy variables. So I change everything in terms of t. If t equal x plus 3, so it means x equal to t minus 3. Now put everything here. This one will be limit x will be t minus 3 square. F of x plus 3, which is f of t. Now, if x goes to 2, t goes to what? If x goes to 2, 2 plus 3, so t goes to 5. This limit exists, and this limit also exists from here. So I just distribute the limit. T goes to 5 of t minus 3 square. Limit t goes to 5 f of t. This similar to this. So this is 2. And this just substitute 5 minus 3, 2 square, 4. So the answer is 8. Now, problems how to find the limit when you have 0 over 0. You notice if I substitute, you will get 0 over 4 plus 5, 9, square root of 9, 3 minus 3, so 0 over 0. If I have 0 over 0, it means what? You need to rewrite the function in a different way. So one way to do that through rationalizing. So square root 4x plus 5 plus 3, 4x plus 5 plus 3. Do the calculation. That limit x goes to 1, x minus 1, square root 4x plus 5 plus 3 over, here we have difference of 2 squares. So it will be the square of the first, which is 4x plus 5. Square root will be killed with the square, minus 9. That limit will be limit x goes to 1, x minus 1, 4x plus 5 plus 3 over, this is what? This is 4x minus 4, or I can write it 4x minus 1. We delete this, substitute, and 4 plus 5, which is 9, which is 6 over 4. So the answer is 3 over 2, which is this. Same thing. We just rationalize. Since if we substitute, you have 9, square root of 9, 3 minus 3, 0 over 0. خلاص. So it means we need to do something, further study, or we need to rewrite the function a different way. One way to do that through the rationalizing. So it will be x plus 8 minus 9 over x minus 1. One mistake some students will do, they will do the product this times this. So they will open the parentheses, so you will not notice the common factor. It will be very complicated. Don't do this. Make it as is with the bracket. What is this? Class done. This is x minus 1 over x minus 1, x plus 8 plus 3. So this is cancelled. Substitute. You'll get 1 over 6. Yes. This is square root of 9, 3 plus 3, so it's 1 over 6. Same idea. If you substitute, you'll get 1 minus 1, 0 over 0. So rationalize. But you will get 1 minus 4 minus x. Be careful, this minus should be multiplied by every number here. So it will be 3 minus x, 1 plus 4 minus x. What is this? The numerator is 1 minus 4, which is minus 3, minus x, so it will be x minus 3 over 3 minus x, 1 plus square root 4 minus x. Note, x minus 3 is the same as minus 3 minus x. So if I cancel this with this, I need the minus 1 here. Now substitute minus 1 over 1, 4 minus 3, the square root of 1 minus 1 over 2, which is minus. Another problem, same idea. If we substitute 8 minus 7, which is 1, so 1 minus 1, 0 over 0. Rationalize. What you will get? You get 1 minus, make it minus as a bracket, so we will not miss it, huh? X minus 1, 1 plus 8x minus 7. What is this? This is minus 8x minus 7, so it's 1 7. So its limit is goes to 1, 8 minus 8x. What is this 8? It's 8, 1 minus x. This cancelled with this with the minus sign. So we have what? Minus 8 over 1 plus 8 minus 7, 1 square root of 1, so 1 over minus 8 over 2, which is minus 2. This one, you notice there is square root here, numerator, there is another one here. So you need to rationalize both of them. Square root of x plus x. This is to rationalize the numerator times, I need to rationalize the denominator, so 1 plus x and 1 plus square root of x. Now, when you do the calculations, be careful. You are rationalizing the numerator, so multiplying this by this. Do the product only for this one. So it will be x minus x squared, the remaining. Over. Here, I'll multiply this one by this one, using the difference of 2 squares, so it will be 1 minus x for rest. And notice this one, we can take x common factor. I have 1 minus x. 1 plus the square root of x على 1 minus x square root of x plus x. هذه cancelled. Substitute. You'll get 1, 2, 1 plus 1, which is 2, which is 1. So the answer is 1. Here, be careful. This is the diffusion. This is the numerator. This is the denominator. So do the calculation. First, if we substitute, also here, if we substitute, you are getting 0 over 0. In all of these cases, substituting, getting 0 over 0. Here, the same thing, 1/2 minus 1/2, 0 over 0. So I need to simplify. This will be square root of t minus 2 over 2 square root of t all over t minus 4. And this will be limit t equals to 4 square root of t minus 2 over 2 square root of t with t minus 4. Now, when you rationalize, the one which make a problem, only this one, which is making the 0. This one, I have no problem with it. So just leave it. I need to rationalize the numerator only. So I have limit t equals to 4, t minus 4 over 2 square root of t minus 4 square root of t plus 2. This is cancelled. خلاص. Substitute 1 over 2 times 2. Here 2 plus 2, which is 4. So it will be 1 over 16. That's the answer. Now we substitute. We're getting half minus half, so I have 0 over 0. Means I need to do something. Check. This is 1 over 2 plus h minus half all over h. Simplify it. It will be 2 minus 2 plus h over 2 v2 plus h all over h. This one is what? It will be limit 2 minus 2 minus h. Let me do it here. Limit h goes to 0. 2 minus 2 minus h over 2 plus h. This is times 1 over h. So this is cancelled. Also, if you notice, this would be limit. This goes minus 0 minus h. 2h v2 plus h. This h with this h cancelled. The answer is what? As it goes to 0, minus 1 over 4, which is this one. The same idea, but now this is, so this is the numerator, this is the denominator. Substitute, we're getting 0 over 0. Okay, so do the calculation. That will be 2 for x minus 3 over, this is difference. Find the common denominator, which is 9 minus x squared over 9x squared. And that will be limit x goes to 3, 2x minus 3 over 1 times the reciprocal of this, 9x squared, 9 minus x squared. That will be limit x goes to 3, 2x minus 3 over 1 times 9x squared. This is 3 minus x, 3 plus x, difference of 2 squares. These cancelled, the remaining is minus 1. Since this is x minus 3 and 3 minus x, we did something similar before. So now I can substitute. You will get what? Minus 2 times 9 times 9 over 3 plus 3, which is 6. This is 1, this is 3. 1, this is 3. So it's minus 27. Calculation. You need to simplify it first. So say limit x or factor, find the common denominator and do the calculation. or if you distribute the limit, you're getting infinity minus infinity or infinity. Yeah, we'll have undetermined form. So first, what I will do, I will simplify this. This is plus, not minus. So this will be limit. This goes to 1. Now have the common denominator, x minus 2, x minus 1. So I have x minus 2 plus 1, correct? You divide this by this, you get this, x minus 2, this by this, you get 1. So I have limit, this goes to 1, x minus 1 over x minus 2 times x minus 1, and they cancelled. Substitute 1 minus 2 minus 1, so I'm getting 1 over minus 1, which is minus 1. By the way, here substitute, you get what, 16 minus 12 minus 4, 0. Here we have 16 minus 24 plus 8, 16 plus 8, 24 minus 24, 0 per 0. So it means you need to simplify it, rationalize, factor it. X minus x plus 4, x minus 1. Check this 4x minus x, which is 3x. So minus 4x squared, which is everything is okay. For sure, I should have x plus 4 here somewhere. On the main is x plus 2. Check. 8, 4x plus 2x, 6x. Everything is okay. Cancelled. Substitute. You will get this is minus 1. Huh? You'll get minus 4 minus 1, which is minus 5. Minus 4 plus 2, which is minus 2. So we are getting 5 over 2, which is this. Now with the absolute value. With the absolute value, before we do anything, we need to get rid of the absolute value. You notice here I have it from left on us. So it means I need to get rid of the absolute value before I do any calculation. This one is what? X plus 3 over, this is 2x, this is x plus 3, so this is minus 1. So it will be 6x minus x, 5x minus 3, 2x squared. Everything is okay. Okay. Now, to get rid of the absolute value, I need to check the sign of this one. As x goes to minus 3 from left. What's the meaning minus 3 from left? It's like minus 3.001. So this is negative. I mean this one. Minus 3 from left. This one also negative. So everything will be positive. Notice. Let me, I don't know if there is a way to do it by color. Yeah, I think there are some colors. Okay. Oh, this one. Where is it? Yeah, this one. Yeah. If you notice this one negative, and this one also negative, as it goes to minus 3 from left. Minus 3 from left, I'll take a value like minus 3.001. Okay, so it will be negative, negative. But the whole things, I mean, what's inside the absolute value should be positive. As a whole, negative times negative is positive. It means when I get rid of the absolute value, return to the red, it will be what? limit x goes to, it's not the same, right? Limit x goes to -3 from left. This one will be the whole as positive, huh? So it will be as is x plus 3 over 2x minus 1, x plus 3. This one cancelled. Just substitute now. So you have -3. And then the denominator, you have -6 minus 1, which is -7. So the answer is 3 over 7. I hope it's clear. Same idea. First, I will check the things inside the absolute value. As this goes to 0 from left, that will be negative. So first, to get rid of the absolute value, I will take 1 over minus x, take it away as minus x, plus 1 over x. Now, before I do the limit, I need to simplify the things inside. It will be minus 1 over x plus 1 over x, which is 0. So the limit is 0. That's the answer. Here it's giving me x goes to 0. In the previous, I have either left or right for the absolute value things. So you can't do it right away. Like if you have goes to a value, you need to be careful. If you need to substitute. If you substitute, you get positive, خلاص, you do the absolute value things, you get rid of it. Negative, you do the same thing. If it is 0, you need to check left and right. So now I check. This one is what? Negative. No need to check left and right. This one, positive. خلاص. So I get rid of it. Say limit, x goes to 0. If it is negative, I will reverse it. I will like multiply by minus. Instead of 3x minus 1, let's see 1 minus 3x. Minus, don't forget there is a minus sign here. Now this one, since the thing is positive, so I will leave it as is, take it out the absolute value as is, and the same thing to x. Do the calculation now. So limit, x goes to 0, 1 minus 3x minus 3x minus 1 over 2x. These are cancelled. Limit x goes to 0, minus 6x over 2x, x cancelled 2x, you're getting -3, which is this answer. Now, piecewise function, if you notice the question, the answers, always is talking about limit x goes to 0. That means they need to check limit x goes to 0 from right, and limit x goes to 0 from left, from the same function. So that will be limit x goes to 0 from right. I am here, so take the function. If we substitute, you'll get 0 over 0. So it means you need to do the calculation. I'll leave this later. So that will be limit x goes to 0 from right. I open the parentheses. 1 plus 2x plus x squared minus 1 over x. This is cancelled. Take x common factor. You get 2 plus x over x. This one cancelled, so we're getting 2. Now limit x goes to 0 from left for the same function. It means limit x goes 0 from left, 1 minus cosine x over sine x. This is, it seems, in we're talking about special limits here. So what shall I do? I can divide by x, numerator and the denominator, to use the special limits. So 1 minus cosine x and x by sine x and x. This one, I know the limit as it goes to 0 is 0. And this one, I know the limit as it goes to 0 is 1. So the answer is 0 over 1, which is 0. These two are not the same, so the limit does not exist. And this is 2 from right, And from left, I'm getting what? 0. So the limit does not exist. He is telling me the limit exists, but he put a value C somewhere. And he wants me to find that C. When he says C cubed, what he wants C. Just substitute after that. Since the limit exists, that means the limit goes to 2 from right equals limit, and this goes to 2 from left. From right, I am here, just substitute. You have square root 2 plus C. From left, I am here, just substitute. You have 3 minus 2 times half, which is 1. So this is 2. Square both sides. You have 2 plus C equal 4. That means C equal what? 2. Substitute it here. That means C cubed plus 3C plus 3C minus 7 is what? 8 plus 6 minus 7. That is at 14 minus 7, which is 7. And that's my answer. So just is saying the limit exists. It means right equal to left. Find C. That's it. He put the C somewhere, no problem. Similar idea. The limit x goes to 4 exists. Now the limit x goes to 4 from right equal limit x goes to 4 from left. That means what? From right, I am here. So 4 minus b square. Okay. Let me do the limit as goes to 4 from left before I do the calculation. Limit as goes to 4 from left. Since it needs some calculation, will be limit x goes to 4 from left. 3 minus x minus 1 and x minus 4. Notice when I say x goes to 4 from left, this value is negative. And x square from left, minus 3.99. 3 minus 3.9 is a negative value. So as we said, usually with the absolute value, first we get rid of the absolute value. So that means it's x minus 3 minus 1 over x minus 4. This is x minus 4, so the answer is 1. So this limit will be 4 minus b square, and that limit is equal to 1. Take the square, what's square root of both sides? That will be plus or minus 1. That means take b here and 4 minus plus 1. Let's say b equals 3 or b equals 5. And these are the values. Same idea. S goes to 1. You put C somewhere. Find C for C plus 1. Find C and then do this calculation. So it means limit S goes to 1 from left. Limit S goes to 1 from right. To the same function from left means I am here. I have square root 2 plus C. No, not 2 plus C. Square root x goes to 1. Yes, 2 plus C. Yes, you're right. 2 plus C. 1 from right. It will be 1 minus 2 minus 1 square, which is 1. Means 2 plus C equal 1. Actually, you can use it here, but it's okay. So C equal minus 1. That means 2C plus 4 equal 2, which is this one. Okay. I think I will stop here.